Hi beautiful people, happy Thursday. I hope you guys are doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. My usual disclaimer, please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. Let me start with saying I respect and commend down the rabbit hole at bedtime for not allowing her bias to take over. She went on a live yesterday and she set the record straight and let her viewers know about an article in regard to holding out help was written by people that had their own agenda by putting out that article with intentions of having a negative impact, and I'm assuming to get them shut down. Anyways, I will leave the link to that video down in the description box. It's not a long video and she is absolutely a delight to watch. Also, EKCPEOPLESUCK also did a stream in reference to this, and I will leave a link to that video also in the description box if you guys just want to get another perspective. And I also heard that she is good at mixing drinks and she occasionally does that on her channel, so you may be in for a treat. Now, in regard to Kody Joy and holding out help, as per down the rabbit hole, she did send all the information, the relevant information needed for that organization to be clued up about the person that they're associating themselves with. And like Kody said in her live, is that you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot force the horse to drink. Please do not bother this organization anymore. They know what they're doing. They are aware of what's going on. So just do not bother them anymore. So on Tuesday, I uploaded a video in regard to Kody Joy uploading a photo with the beaten body of a victim and superimposed Mary's face. And the point of that photo, according to Kody Joy, was that Mary was afraid to leave because she knew what could happen to her. And Kody Joy is assuming that Mary could be beaten the way this victim was beaten. It still even angers me to talk about it now. And I said there is no way justifying this. And lo and behold, there are people justifying this. And this is just one example. The family did deceive all their fans. Emotional and verbal abuse is just as damaging as physical abuse. First off, I never said the women were never abused. Abuse is abuse. But that does not give, without a crystal ball, aka Kody Joy, the right to take the photos, the trauma that another victim experienced, and used it to her fucked up advantage and to push a fake storyline. And as the douchebag Kody is, the wives have not yet come forward and spoken about him physically abusing them. There is no evidence, visible marks or bruises, leading for us to believe that they are being physically abused. It has been on the show, and it's no-brainer these women are emotionally and mentally abused. That's a no-brainer. So, for this person to justify the fucked up shit that Kody Joy does, this person is just as fucked up as Kody Joy is. Period. You know, as I was scripting out this, it just came to my mind what a fucked up world we live in. Because I made this video where I saw Kody Joy had a huge bruise on her arm just below her wrist. And I made a video about this. And I genuinely was concerned. People freaked the fuck out on me. Came after me. As I said, I was genuinely concerned about Kody Joy. But no, people were attacking me for even mentioning it, for even thinking something like that. Yet here we are. Kody Joy is using another woman's bruised and battered body with Mary's face superimposed. She is being praised for it. She is being rewarded for it. By allegedly now, Robyn's friends are coming out of the woodwork to justify and to validate without a crystal ball's bullshit. Telling people what Mary could face. Let me emphasize, Mary did not have any visible bruises on her body. Kody Joy used another victim's photos and stated and led people to believe that Kody could be capable of this because he was best friends with that man that beat his wife black and blue. So it's just basically guilty by association. What am I missing here? What is wrong with people? These women chose to live or raised in this lifestyle that they knew no better. And the reason I was never invested in this reality show was because to me it just seemed weird. And I'm not holding anything against these women. That's the choices they made. I do watch other content creators that actually commentate and give their opinion about the show, which I thoroughly enjoy. I don't see them out on any other social media platform, even in their YouTube videos, exploiting these women. I'm not out here dragging them, being mean and nasty to them. As I said, their show just did not appeal to me. And also, there was no way that one was never jealous over the next. And it was just icky for me. And in no shape, form or fashion am I going to shame them for what they chose to do. Yet Kody Joy does exactly that. She shames these women. And it seems as though she is trying to sow seeds in people's heads. And also, she has a reputation of falsely accusing men of horrific stuff and getting away with it. Not taking accountability, and now she boldly feels that she can continue to do this type of stuff and not face any consequences. And shame on especially that person that left that comment, that found a way to justify this horrific photo that Kody Joy made, and all for shock value, to sensationalize a story. Shame on you. And as I said, she doubled down about making that post. She says, just because Kody Brown illegally pumped out his family, coerced, manipulated and threatened his wives on national television, some viewers remain steadfast in proclaiming that Kody poses no threat to the woman or the children. There has been an obscene amount of victim blaming in my comments for the woman. Kody is a dangerous man, and anyone that knows anything about polygamy and fundamentalist extremist Mormons knows this danger. Do not be fooled that because the women have left, that their departure was not without threats, fear of violence, and financial ruin by Kody. Now, hold on one second. You guys can pause and read this post in its entirety, because all this is just bullshit. Kody Joy needs to think before she posts. She is trying to drag Kody by saying he is pumping out his wives, but Kody Joy in turn is disrespecting the same woman and children who she is claiming to care for and who is now trying to take up for. Kody Joy, people are calling you out for the disgusting photo you put up on your Facebook. They're not defending Kody or remaining steadfast on shit. And mind you, these are your own longtime followers, and you still refuse to listen to them? There is zero, absolutely zilch, nothing. No comments of people victim blaming anyone. Let me tell you who is dangerous, and that is Kody Joy, because she was the one that was sued because she falsely accused a man of taking his mother off life support so he could get her inheritance. She called a guy that was in recovery a meth head. She is in an active lawsuit because she accused another man of human trafficking, waterboarding, and among other things. She accused another black man of being a deadbeat dad. She falsely accused another man of sexual harassment. I can go on for hours giving you examples of all the shitty things she has done to people and continues to do. And people are defending her and not holding her accountable. And when her own viewers hold her accountable, she ignores them and block them, or she will try to shame them and spin it. And this is a typical example. Polygamous apologist in the house. Lady, get a life. You live in a make-believe world where you're a journalist and interview people who supposedly knew the Brown family. You are just a busybody. Nobody goes to these lengths to try and present this family in such a negative light as you. I'm embarrassed for you. What you do is cringy and quite disturbing. Nobody shares your views. That is some kind of patriarchal cult. You are clearly a conspiracy theorist. To which, as she says, Kody's friend or Kody in the house. Now that is who Kody Joy is. She cannot take accountability. Then she goes on and she posts. Statements on the show by Kody have led viewers to believe that she has poor relationships with most of the adult children. This is false. Meri has estranged relationships with a few of the adult children. Meri, McCarthy, and Payden have all expressed publicly their displeasure with Meri. Meri remains close to numerous kids in the family. She and Leon are not estranged. Meri and her only child are close. Gwendolyn, Isabel, Hunter, Logan, Aurora, Brianna, Dayton have never expressed their dislikes for her. Peyton doesn't like her because she would call out his bullying of his younger sisters. Peyton was a huge bully in the family and was on camera hitting his sisters. Mary was frequently the only parent that would try to stop Peyton's abuse of his siblings. Wow, what a fucking hypocrite. Christine expressed her anger with Mary for intervening after Peyton hit Brianna in the face. Kody is actually heard on camera hitting one of the boys in an episode after Garrison and Peyton hit Brianna. McKelty denied that Mary was ever physically abusive. Gwendolyn denied ever seeing Mary physically abuse any child. She has said Mary was strict with the kids and the most willing to hold the kids accountable for their actions. Gwendolyn has said on her Patreon that Mary was the only adult that knew how to parent. I cannot go any further because all this is bullshit. I apologize. You guys can pause to read the rest of this post because it is absolute bullshit what she's doing. And once again, without a crystal ball, aka Kody Joy, cherry pick shit to suit her fucked up, shitty storyline. This is actually so frustrating. But all the kids hate Mary. So when it suits her, when it benefits her, she'll go and put something positive. Let me show you how Kody Joy was dragging and accusing Mary of abusing these same kids. And a huge thank you and shout out to Balls 2.0 once again for allowing me to actually use these screenshots. I'm truly appreciative of Kody Joy dragging Mary not so long ago. Hayden alleged that Meri Brown was abusive to the kids. Now an eyewitness tells their side. The eyewitness alleged Mary was cussing and hitting the boys while others tried to stop TLC from filming. Without a crystal ball, I posted this in November 2022. I'm reposting to show that Maddie accused Mary of abuse. She is tweeting in response to Mary threatening her downline at LuLaRoe, which Maddie was a member. Then she posted, Meri Brown has vowed to make her voice heard when it comes to Kody shenanigans in the family. For years, Mary has stood by Kody, but he has crossed the line. Mary reveals his plan to fake marriages to protect the show, his ego and image. Next post. A former friend of Robyn Brown's is speaking out about of her relationship with wife number 4, which is Robyn. The friend who is verified and has provided proof of her relationship with Robyn. Once again, if you are interested in reading this entire post, please pause and read it because I am not interested at all. Now, miraculously, a former friend of Robyn Brown's is speaking to Without a Crystal Ball. Why? To justify Without a Crystal Ball's bullshit and distasteful post? My question is, was this person verified the same way Kody verified that it was Steve during the lawsuit with Tati and it was him that was communicating with Nat? Or did she verify this person the same way she did with the person from the production team that was working on the production team of Chrisley Knows Best that reached out to Kody Joy to tell her or let her know that she believes Lindsay Chrisley's story? And or was it the same way she verified Clark Swanson when he was allegedly communicating with her and feeding her negative information about the Westbrooks, yet she was already being disparaging towards Tati Westbrook, and that ended in her being sued by the Westbrooks, and also ended with her giving up her source, Clark Swanson, to which she claimed he manipulated her. As you can see, she is going all the way with this friend of Robyn's who is not telling her anything groundbreaking, yet she is hyping it up. As you can see, she says stay tuned, and she goes further and she says, while fans and viewers debate about the evils between the wives, the real villain is Kody. A former friend of the Browns family revealed a disturbing interaction with Kody and Robyn that left them fearful for all the women. Kody lost his mind when a man called Robyn to discuss an issue related to the family's business. Kody not only screamed and berated Robyn, but he spent 10 minutes screaming at the man. A super important video is coming soon. Stay tuned. So she is really hyping this up. Kody Joy has no skin on her face. How people go through such extremes and feel no shame just for $1 amazes me. She is the one that put all her eggs in one basket and didn't have a plan B. If anything should go wrong with YouTube, what would she do? And it's not like her husband is incapable of going out and working and providing for the family, but I have other thoughts about that. But back to Kody Joy. When you have not built anything on a solid foundation, things cannot last and do not last on weak foundations. And Kody Joy, from the actions I've seen, is weak. Also, and I quote, a strong foundation for success can be built by setting a clear vision, building trust, developing a positive culture, leading by example, and investing in your team. End quote. None of that is Kody Joy. So like I said, Kody Joy is going to continue bleed the sister wives dry and continue to find ways to do so, because like you saw, she states, stay tuned. Something very important is coming. Really? Is this going to be the new spin, how we should be so worried about the woman? Hasn't all the women moved on and doing their own thing? Christina's already married again. Bless all of you that go so hard for that woman. She even abuses some of her viewers. If you do not agree with her and you guys stayed through all of that, maybe we should be worried for you guys. And if you guys have noted, she has not been speaking about the Duggars for a while now. But as of yesterday, she falsely claimed that people are asking her for an update. Bullshit. I will do another video in regard to her reintroducing the Duggars back into her daily content. That is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your week, wherever you may be in this world. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And don't forget, make good memories. Bye guys.